So, good evening, kids. We're going to continue this chapter and the remaining of your science portion through video lectures till we, come back to get back to our regular classes. So, with that, I would like to continue the chapter. That is from page 40, I guess. This becomes a very important concept chart when it comes to this chapter. Okay, it is an important concept chart and it is asked most of the time. You can also use it for any of your big answers. Okay, so you can take these as bullet points and then write a few lines about it. Okay, so need of environment conservation. Why do we need to protect or conserve the environment? One is to maintain the balance in nature, balance between abiotic factors. That is what it means. To solve the natural and artificial problems, solving artificial and natural problems. As I told you, natural problems are tsunamis, earthquakes. Artificial problems are pollution. So we have to solve this. That's why it is need that that's why we need to conserve the environment. Okay, two suggestions that I can give you all is, the rest to y'all can do it for me. Okay, this is what y'all can do. What two I can give is to reduce the environment pollution overall and to conserve the natural resources for the future. Okay, to conserve the natural resources for the future. These are the two things. I'll repeat myself: to reduce the pollution, and the other thing is to conserve the environment for the future. Okay, so let's go to the next slide now. So let's start with this paragraph. This is page 41, environment conservation, our social responsibility. So what is the meaning of social? Social means anything to do with the society. Anything to do with the society. This paragraph, I have brought it in points so that we understand this paragraph very well. Social means anything to do with society. What is our responsibility, okay, as a society to conserve the environment? Interrelation between humans and environment. As we studied in the beginning part, ecology, ecosystem. There is a relation or interaction between humans and the environment, biotic, abiotic, all the factors. Because of this, we already know that humans have established a domination. We dominate means we lead. We lead the food chain because we can think. Okay, we can think, not like the other animals. We can decide. We can take decisions. That's why we lead. Okay, this nature in an attempt to live. So, in order to live a satisfactory life, in order to have everything, what do we do? What do we do? We keep snatching from nature. Okay, and this is only increasing the problem because we are only snatching from nature, taking more and more and more and more. Okay, humans have a crucial role in maintaining the environment balance. So if we can take a decision, that is, if we can make a choice, if we know to think, then we can also help in maintaining the environmental balance. Okay, this is what they're saying. If we know to use, then we will know to maintain the balance also. Okay, if humans have disturbed the environmental balance, then human itself can conserve it. So if we are the one who have disturbed it, then we can conserve it also. Okay, and this should be done with a positive attitude. Now how can we do it? Now in the next slide we're going to talk about how are we going to do it. Here let's see some of the things that are mentioned. We can act as our roles can be played as a conservator, a organizer, a guide, or a plant friend, okay, etc. So let's see the next slide that is going to tell us how we are going to play our social responsibility. The next slide becomes important. Here we're going to see the roles as I discussed in the previous slide towards the environment. What role are we going to play? So let's talk about the first one, conservation. What did I tell you? Conservation means not only saving or not taking care, but taking care so that others can use it over a period of time. One generation to the other generation to the other generation can use the environmental resources. So that is conserving the available resources, taking care of the available resources. Second is control. How can we control? What is the meaning of it? Preventing harm. Preventing harm is avoid this noise pollution, air pollution. This is all called as preventing harm. Cutting down the trees, all this comes under harm. So we can control all of it. We have to control these things. Stopping harmful activities, use of plastic, continuous use of water, indiscriminate use of water, Okay, all this come under stopping the harmful activities, changing the mindset. We always think, why me? One person can change or what the world. But what if one person does, then he is going to replicate it to one more person. Then that person will look at that person and then another one. Like that, this is called a multiplier effect, where one gets multiplied by several thousands, and all of us help in conserving the environment. So this is called as changing the mindset, not thinking कि अरे अगर मैं ही करूँ तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है, एक पर्सन से करने से क्या फायदा था. No, even one person can change, can bring about a change in 1,000 people. So just changing the mindset. Now let's see what we talk about production. What is the meaning of production? Okay, we understood. Conserve matlab हाँ हम लोगों को save करना है. Control matlab yes, we need to control all these all our harmful acts. Okay. Then how do we produce is what they're talking about. Now you all will tell how do we produce? We don't have industries. We are not manufacturers. Then how? So in small ways. R is called as R, the R's. Okay, what do you mean by that? Recycle. Okay, in a small way at this level. Recycle. Okay, reduce, and lastly, reuse. Okay, so we recycle the products, the plastic products, the newspapers. We reduce the use of plastic, of papers and everything, and we reuse many of the things that comes under production. Revival of harmed factors of the environment. So all the plants that have been harmed, the pollution that has taken place, we have to revive it. We have to change our ways to revive or get back the environment to its natural form. Okay, attempting innovation. Yes, you have to innovate and get new ideas. Okay, and use the things, reuse the things, reproduce. Okay, so this is what is comes under production. Then we talk of preservation. Preservation is nothing but taking care. Preserving means, okay, avoiding any harm. Okay, conservation was taking care. This is harm, to avoid the harm that we cause to nature, कि हम लोगों को environment को harm नहीं करना. This is called as preserving. Okay, preserving whatever has been left over. अभी ठीक है, whatever we have destroyed, we've destroyed, but whatever is left over, we need to take care of it. Okay, we have to not harm it. Then remedies to prevent further loss. We have to find out ways to prevent the further loss. Again, we come to recycle, reduce, and reuse. Last is preserving unknown regions. What do you mean by unknown regions? These are forests, okay, forest lands. Then we have other mangroves and all that we're going to learn in the further chapter. But the areas that are not being used by people, the government needs to preserve it. Okay. Next, let's see what is prevention. We always say prevention is better than cure. So before anything attacks us, we make it a priority. This is known as preservation. Sorry, prevention. Preventing possible harm. So not coming only till here कि preserve करना पड़े, है ना, या फिर conserve करना पड़े. तो prevention is better than cure. Preserving possible harm. Okay. Designing new plans. Factors harmful to the environment. Okay, plan how to deal with all this. मतलब हाँ ठीक है, we are doing there is noise pollution, there is air pollution, all this is happening, but we have to prevent all of it. Okay, by doing the above things, all these above are going to help us to prevent the particular disease. Now, as you know, when winter starts, just to give you an example, when winter starts, we start wearing warm clothes, we wear socks, we do not drink cold drinks. So all this is so that you don't catch a cold. Okay, so similarly, in order that all this, so that our environment does not get destroyed, what do? We conserve, we control, we produce, we preserve, and we prevent. So we prevent all the above from happening. Lastly, the most important is being aware and making everybody aware around us. Okay, that is through education, guidance, awareness. Imitation means all this recycle, reduce, reproduce, all need to imitate one another. This is what I was talking about, the multiplier effect. organization, to plan, to see. This organization comes at a very higher level, also small organization levels, and participation. We need to participate in ways which we can help the environment. Okay. Next, let's see. So we talk about the next now. Okay, these are laws enacted about environment conservation. Now I'll just explain you what are laws over here. There is nothing important. You don't need to by heart this or this or this or this, but you need to by heart the names over here. Forest Conservation Act 1980, Environment Conservation Act 1986, okay, Wildlife Protection Act, Sound Pollution Act, Biomedical Waste and e-waste. Okay, so all this we need to by heart, okay, because you get a concept chart with this come under concept chart, and this particular thing of yours comes for your match the following. So you all should know this, right, for MCQ purposes. Okay, next, let me go to the next one. Now this is a very interesting story. This I cut it out from Google. So this is India, as you can see over here. Now we look about Jadav Mulai Piang. Okay, he was from Assam, and he was this normal forest. You can say forest. He was a farmer. Okay, so many of his snakes were dying. There was a big flood near Assam. You can see it is very close to the Brahmaputra river. You can see the river over here passing by. Okay, okay, this is where this area we are talking about. There's a river passing by over here. So because of a lot of rains, there was flood in this river in this area. There was a flood in this area because of this river. Okay, and all the crops and snakes and all got destroyed. In the sense the bio life, okay, or whatever it is called, this got destroyed over here. The biotic life, that is plant life, the animal life, get destroyed because of the rains. So what Mr. Piang did was he planted 20 bamboo plantlets. Plantlets mean small plants, to protect the snakes and the plants, to protect the snakes of this area, so the water doesn't come in. With that, the government took initiative and helped him, and social forestry department, they also began this social afforestation, means helping the society to avoid so that the plants do not die or the forest doesn't die. Okay, so they covered a lot of area. That is what they mean by 200 hectares, and then it converted into 1300 hectares. So maybe it started with a small portion, but then this much is how much they covered over 30 years. This man, Mr. Piang, for us, the hero over here, he helped all these plants, or helped the people over here to consistently work towards avoiding harm to the biotic environment in this area. Okay, so he restricted the flood waters from coming here. The bamboo trees restricted the water. Okay, and so the animal life and the plant life got protected. He won the Padma Shri for that, and this jungle was named as the Molai jungle. This paragraph is the most important paragraph that will definitely come as something or the other. So here, this is India, this is us, Maharashtra. So Assam is right over here, and this is where this happened, so that you know where it happened. Okay. So I hope you like this lecture, and I'll see you all soon for the remaining part of the chapter tomorrow. I would like to get the notes from each one of y'all on my personal WhatsApp. So I hope you like this lecture, and see you all for the next one. Thank you.